Hi guys, how's everyone today? I am back with our self-care tip number 11, financial wellness. I do have notes today because I feel like even though all the other tips were super important, I wanted to stay on track to make sure that I cover all of the things that I had researched for this because I wanted to not necessarily my field, so I wanted to make sure I'm bringing the right points to you guys. So financial wellness involves managing your finances in a way that allows you to live comfortably, meet your needs, and achieve your long-term goals. The first one, and I think really the most important one, even for me, is to create if you don't have a budget, you really don't always know where your money is going. You think you do. You think oh yeah, I have the house note and I have the water bill and I have to put gas and I have to do this and that. If you have a budget, it's like a plan. It's like a roadmap. If you're going to drive from Texas to Canada, do you really know how you're going to go? You know that you're going to get there, but what are all the detours? What plans do you have for the hiccups, for the roadblocks? We always have to have plans. Backup plans. You want to track your income and expenses to understand where your money is going. Create a budget that aligns with your financial goals and stick to it. So creating a budget is great, but you got to stick to it. Building emergency funds. Guys, I remember my dad always telling my sister and I, always have some money. My mom stressed on this. Always have some money on the side. Always have your little stash, is what she would say. Have a little stash. In today's world and the way the economy is, we need more than a stash. We need about 6 months of living expense for emergency funds. If you lose your job, if you fall sick, if things have happened, save 3 to 6 months. Me, personally, my experience, 6 months. 6 months, guys. You want to save 6 months to cover all your bills. Pay off debt. As soon as you can, and if you can build a plan to pay off debt, credit cards, car notes, whatever it is, even your house note, if you have a plan to pay down your mortgage in a certain way, add an extra payment, you'll see how you'll cut down on those years. Pay off debt. Prioritize paying off your high interest credit cards first before you pay off any other thing. Okay? High credit balances, things like that. Save for retirement. Save for retirement. As much as some of us believe tomorrow is not promised, we don't know that because tomorrow is not promised, we have to still cater for if we have many more tomorrows. So save for retirement, contribute regularly, make sure that you have something put aside for retirement. Whether you're older, you're younger, whatever it is, you want to have that growing, okay? Invest wisely. That could be part of your saving for retirement, but it can also be a part of your passive income. Start investing so that you can have some passive income. It doesn't have to be for retirement, but if you invest wisely, you'll have that multiple streams of income, passive income, whatever it might be. Live within your means. This one is so important because we all have credit cards and it's easy to put it on the credit card, but then sometimes we think, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay that? Now I'm paying all this interest, and you get into credit card debt, or you take loans for things that you may not need, you just want. So live within your means. If you're going to put something on a credit card or you're going to take a loan for something, make sure you have a plan on how to pay it down quickly. You don't want to take the next 20 or 30 years to pay for a boat or a motorcycle or a vacuum cleaner. Like when I first came here and bought myself a Kirby for $2,200 back 33 years ago. I had no plan how I was going to pay for it monthly. but I knew I was going to pay for it. So my own experience, sharing that with you guys. You want to plan for major expenses. So that's really putting money aside. If you own a house and you have damages, the AC went out, deductibles for your claim that you might have for a hailstorm, you want to plan for those types of major expenses that is eventually going to come up. The next one on here is monitor your credit. Guys, I learned this about 12 years ago. I didn't always know this. I monitor my credit. I have reports and notifications coming to me. I look at my credit report at least once a month, maybe once every 2 months at the most. I look at my credit to make sure that everything on there is true and correct. Okay? Insure against risk. That's my field. Make sure you have adequate insurance. You want to make sure that you're going over your coverages, that you're not overinsured, you're not underinsured. Just be sure that you have enough coverage, that you have the right coverages, that you understand your policy. I want to go into more of this because it's my field, and I'll keep going. That's a whole nother topic if we talk about insurance. But if you want help with that, please reach out to me. I am an insurance consultant and I can help you with that. Make sure you have the right coverages for your need. You set financial goals. So when you want to buy a new car, things like that, you set goals for that. So set your financial goals. Educate yourself. The more you educate yourself, the easier these things become for you to do. So educate yourself, improve your financial literacy, okay? Automate savings and payments. So set up automatic transfer to your savings account and automate bill payment to ensure you can consistently save and avoid late fees. Now, I totally agree with automating your savings. So as soon as your paycheck hit, that money should automatically come out of your bank and go in your savings account, whether it's with the same bank or another. I know my grandmother always said, and even my parents always said, what the eyes don't see, the heart don't grieve. That can work for money also. When that money pulls out and you check your account that morning, that money's already gone. It's gone to your savings account. So now you have what's left to work with. And that's what you work with. Okay? Always review and adjust. So not because you do a budget today and it's been 2 years and it's working and everything's good. Review it. Review it every year. Things change. Things happen. So review it and make the necessary changes to it. Adjust your budget based on what your current situation is. Okay? So don't have the same budget for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and you think it's okay to say you have a budget. Make sure it's working for you. Be mindful of your spending triggers. We all have that. So identify that and address it. For impulsive spending, we all have it. We see a nice toy and we want to go. We want to get it. So be mindful of that. Seek professional advice if needed. So if you feel like you need help with your finances, seek professional advice. Find the professional that can help you with it. I love telling my clients, if you have an insurance question, come to me. I am the insurance consultant, because if you have a legal question, you're going to go to the attorney. If you have a medical situation, you're going to go to the doctor. So if you have an insurance question, you come to me. I am the professional. Same here. If you need help with your finances, find a financial professional. If you don't know one, I'm full of resources. Reach out to me. The last thing on here is a note that I wrote, and it says, by implementing these tips, you can build a solid foundation for financial wellness and work towards achieving financial security and independence. So I hope these tips were helpful for you today. Until next time, this is Sabrina Hosein, enriching the lives of others, making a difference, one day at a time, one person at a time. Bye-bye.